Hey everyone, Ryan Kratch here. So once again, Disney is doing another live action film from their past. This time we are focusing on The Lion King. The king has returned, especially to the big screen as it is. Because if you guys remember, since we're in the year of 2019, if we can dig all the way back to 1994 as it is, wow, that's a long time ago. That's 25 years in the making. So this movie was actually took 25 years in the making to get to the big screen. When I saw the trailer to this movie, I was looking forward to seeing this because you got to see those beautiful CGI with the stunning special effects, with the breathtaking scenery and everything. I know the reason they call it live action to start off is because it's real scenery and everything, but the only thing is, since we don't know that fact that the animals do talk, that's the part of where the CGI comes in this as well. So that would be nice to have animals be talking to us or them, or I know there's probably a sign of how animals actually talk to themselves. So, but we're no Dr. Doodle here, so let me get back to my review. And I just say off the bat, I thought the trailer was convincing enough for me to get to the theater. And here I am reviewing on this movie, and now I kind of saying, I don't know. I'm not too sure if I wanted to see another Lion King. But the thing is here, if you remember from the 1994 version, I know, I'm trying not to reflect too much from the 94 version. I want to actually judge this movie by its own cover, kind of like a book. And I just wanted to say from the animation, the animated movie was actually around 84 to maybe 90 minutes long. And this one was pretty close to 2 hours. So you know something's going on here. There might be something a little different about this movie. And there was. Well, let's just say the first half of the movie, I had to, I don't like doing this, but I was quoting word by word pretty much. They pretty much followed the script from the original Lion King. And I was kind of bored with it because I preferred the animated movie over this one because, well, I just thought, let me just get to this for a second, because the second half I actually thought was better. They actually described a couple of other things they don't actually describe in the animated movie. And I actually thought that was pretty cool how they convinced us what's going on and everything. I don't want to say too much because I want you guys to watch it to give your reaction. If you do happen to see it, write some comments down below. I'd love to hear. But the thing about this one is, since it's live action compared to animation, in animation, you can pretty much say the sky is the limit. When I say that, you can pretty much do anything you want to. Have a line, especially those musical numbers in the animated movie, you can go up and beyond and go on top of animals, stuff like that. But that's not the case in this live version of The Lion King. But I am really glad they brought the musical numbers so along in this movie. I just can't wait to be king. They have that. And they had Timon and Pumbaa, which are my favorite characters in Lion King, and I do like Simba a lot. I like the whole cast, and the whole thing. When I mentioned cast too, James Earl Jones did return to play Mufasa, so he's back in this one. He's back where he should be. His voice has just got a great talent, and after a movie like Star Wars and everything, it's just glad that I'm glad to see James Earl Jones was able to tribute to this movie to play Mufasa again. And so, moving on with the cast in this movie, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or not, but I think I know I keep reflecting back on the anime movie, and I don't want to do that. But in the anime movie, when I say the sky is the limit, they could do anything they want to with it, especially looks and expressions, and pretty much anything else that you could think of. But when I think of this live action movie, The Lion King, when they're talking to each other, and think of, hold on, let me think of a part of the movie. Here's a good one. Do you remember Nala, how she keeps on pinning Simba, then they wind up into that elephant graveyard? I felt when Nala backed off in this live act. I know I need to make sure we get I'm talking about the live action one here, which I am. She backs off like she did in the animated movie, but there was no face expression to these lions. It just seemed like she backed off. No look. And this kept on happening throughout the movie. It just felt like, did these lions even care what they're even talking about? Or are these just like regular actors that don't care about their part sometimes? I just felt like the CGI could have been better with expressions of their faces to make them feel like they're actually wanted to be in this movie. I know that's kind of funny with me saying that, but I kind of make that point because if you go back to the animated movie, you see expressions, facial looks that looks so good, and it's just everything you want. And I felt with, I know I keep going back and forth with the animated and live version. I probably should stick to the live version because I am talking about the 2019 Lion King. And I just want to point right away, the stunning effects were really actually pretty good, with nice scenery and everything. They did with the musical number with Timon and Pumbaa. I need to make sure that I say that right. I just felt when they were singing the song, you see Nala and Simba off in the distance, all grown up, finally get to see them again, all grown up. I thought it was beautiful. They did a great job with that. And I just felt, when I go back to the cast of this movie, I just felt everyone's character just seemed to be off and everything. And I'm so used to Matthew Broderick, and he plays the older Simba in the animated movie. It's just the fact, I know once you see something that someone's doing over again, let's just take an example for all these movies what Disney's doing with all these live action movies with the Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and soon to be Mulan, and they're working on my favorite movie, The Little Mermaid. They're doing the scenes identical, just pretty much to the animated. And if they're going to be doing this, I want them to bring something different. And I just feel like they're not doing it. Just like when I was watching Beauty and the Beast, I just felt, okay, this feels like a musical Broadway show. Well, I should just go to the musical Broadway show and just watch that instead of the movie, which I kind of wish I did. It's cool to hear Emma Watson sing, but I just felt in this movie, it was kind of sloppy, I thought a little bit. But I wanted to enjoy this movie. It's this, once again, I was saying in the beginning of this review, I was playing in my head, quoting every single one of their lines throughout the first half of the movie. And I'm glad I wasn't doing it because the people next to me would probably be annoyed if I was actually doing it. They were probably doing the same thing, probably. if they've seen the movie, they probably have. And if you've seen it a number of times like I have, you would. So I want to hear your thoughts about this movie. How do you feel? Did you think those lines actually interacted well with their expressions and everything? So give me some comments. I'd love to hear them. I want to start wrapping this up and say my name is Ryan Kretsch. And I will see you guys at the movies next time. So thank you for watching. Make sure you give me these. I'm trying to wave you off already. Make sure you give me those thumbs up and subscribe. So here we go. This time I will do it. Thank you for watching.
What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula? Wow! If you're hungry for a hunk of fat and juicy meat, eat my body from here.